Howdy, this is Herb. Wanted to share with you a trip that I took last week and this week. Uh, Main purpose of the trip was to visit our daughter in Chicago, Illinois, but was able to tack on a couple of three things to do while we were up in that area. So the first night we spent in Springfield, Missouri, and just an overnight. And then we drove on to Chicago and spent the night there and visited with our daughter. Uh, had a real nice deep dish Chicago style pizza. And the next day we drove to Wyandotte, Michigan, and to the North American Model Engineering Society show. That Wyandotte is in the Detroit area, and not wanting to spend the night in America's most dangerous city, we went across the river into Windsor, Ontario, and then we spent the night there. Then we went up to the Henry Ford Museum. I want to show a few of the acquisitions that I came across this past week. Some of them from eBay, some from the North American Model Engineering Society show that I went to in Wyandotte, Michigan. And the majority of them are from a machine shop that was going out of business in Leland, Illinois. And I'll talk more about each one later. Let's start off with the eBay stuff. This is a Harbor Freight protractor and drill gauge drive. It's just it's just cheap stuff, but I didn't have one, so I got that off of eBay. And the prize that I got off of eBay is this Starrett level, and I don't remember what model it is, but it is Starrett, and it's got a very clear dial. It's the old style with a rounded indent in it, and I haven't calibrated it yet, but it looks like it's going to be very useful. Okay, the next things are what I picked up in at the NAME show in Wyandotte, Michigan. I went there on Saturday and spent a couple hours on the show, and I'll have some pictures here of that show on this video. I bought things from two different vendors, one from CDCO Tools, and what I got from them was the collet block set, and for 5C collets, and I had the hex block already, but I needed a square block, so I went ahead and bought the set, so I've got an extra hex block now. So I got that stuff from CDCO, and from a little machine shop I've got another set of center drills. Nothing special about those, but they were I think they were $7.49, which I think is their standard price. They had a nice set of digital calipers, and I go through these things quite often, and I don't like the Harbor Freight ones, and can't afford the Starretts or Mitutoyo or Fowlers. So these were like 15 bucks, and that's about the same price that you buy Harbor Freight, but in comparison, these are a lot smoother and a lot better. And let's see, what else here? Seemed like there was something else. Oh yes, this deburring set also came from Little Machine Shop, and it has an assortment of, you know, normally you can hear them, but the top unscrews, and there's a couple of knives in there, and that was $5. So that does it for the show. I didn't spend a lot of time there, didn't spend a lot of money, but enjoyed the show. It's a nice little show. The show and the Cabin Fever show in York, Pennsylvania is much larger. I went there last year and really enjoyed myself, and there's a lot to do around York there, Gettysburg. I actually spent a couple of days going through the Gettysburg National Battlefield. So on to the machine shop that is going out of business. I'd seen on Craigslist this thing all the way down here to Dallas. They put on an ad that they were going out of business, and there was all kinds of stuff. And so I called them and told them that I would like to come, and they said, "Yeah, come on." And I was taking a trip to see my daughter in Chicago, so we added on the name show in Wyandotte, and then we went to Leland to this machine shop, and it's literally packed, probably around 5,000 or 6,000 square feet of screw machines and tooling and lathes and all grinders, all kinds of things. I had made a comment to Mr. Pete 222 that I was going to be there on Monday, and lo and behold, Mr. Pete showed up and we chatted for a while, and he was buying some stuff for his brother, and I think he'll have a video of some of that stuff later on. Anyway, they literally had indicators and taps and drills and end mills and whatever. And I just got a small selection of stuff, but I was in my car and didn't have a lot of room. If I'd taken my pickup up there, I'd probably come back with a pickup load. But anyway, we'll start going through this stuff. One of the prize things is a do-all master flat, and this thing has to weigh close to 30-40 pounds, but it's a do-all master flat. It's 5 by 8 inches, and I haven't got any information on it yet, but I know that it's a quality product. The next thing is a Ames 0 to 1 dial indicator, and it seems to be in good condition. It has the lug back, and it has a depth stop that you can adjust on it. And anyway, that was a neat acquisition. So I can figure out how this thing goes. There we go. Also, they had several boxes of these 4-flute double-ended
end mills, and they're from the Woodson Tool Company in Inglewood, California. I'll pull one out here. This is an 1/8 inch. They're still in the brand new package. Still got the plastic or whatever it is on the end mill itself. USA made end mill. I got 1/16, 3/32, and 1/8 end mills. I think these were like $2 a piece or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but I got maybe it was $3. But anyway, high quality miniature end mills, which I use a lot of. Talking about end mills, I got a couple. This is it's a 4-flute 1/2 inch end mill, brand new, hasn't been used. And this one is one of Adam's favorites, I'm sure. It's got a 7/8 inch shank, which will fit my R8 collets, but it's a 1 inch end mill, and that is 4-flute, and it is a heavy duty end mill for sure. Okay, bought a little small chuck. It's threaded on the inside. I'm not sure what the thread is just yet. Anyway, it came with the key, and I'm sure I'll do something with that. They had tons of these drills. These are a little short. This is 3/8, and so I got 4 of those. And these are 1/4 inch, and I got 4 of those. This plate looks like it's probably homemade, but you can see the holes in there, and they're counterboard for socket head cap screws, and it looks like it's very well made. Haven't checked the accuracy of it yet, but I'm sure it's accurate enough for what I do. Going around the table here, a couple of cutters. This one's been used, but is still very, very sharp. I don't know what the width of this cutter is. Let's take a look here. It's a 1/4 inch cutter, and this one is a it's 260, but it's radiused. Thought that was interesting. A couple of carbide burrs, still in the plastic, brand new. Got some wheels. They're kind of dirty, but this one obviously has been used, but it's a Norton, and it's a 7x1/2, and carbide wheel. This is a white disc wheel. It's in good shape. It's probably brand new. Some of this stuff, they had tons of these wheels. This one is very dirty from being laying around, but it's a nice grinding wheel. The other things, and what I really wanted to get up there was these knurling tools. This is the smallest one. Got three different sizes. This has got a .625 shank. I guess that's 5/8, and the knurling wheels in here are individually adjustable, and you can also change the angle on them. And this fits in on a tool post, and you can make really nice knurls with it. And this is another size, a little bit bigger. This one, the shank is 3/4, and same thing, just the both the depth of the knurl and its angle. So there's that one, and this is the big dog. And it's got a 1-inch shank and appropriate hole going through. Very, very heavy, heavy duty. Also, along with that, they rounded up, and they have tons of these too. There's two different sizes of knurls, and they gave me a variety of ones straight and slanted knurls. And you can see these are very fine for the small one, and then we've got the larger ones in fine and medium. These are larger. I suppose these go on the large one also, but these will fit my other knurling tool. So I think that's it for the acquisitions for the week. There's a lot of stuff here. Some of it, like the wheels, I need to clean up and get mounted. I want to calibrate the level here. It seems to be in good shape, and that's it for now. Thanks.
From Leland, we drove on down to Nauvoo, Illinois, to visit the historical site there. It's they have a Mormon temple there, and several restored buildings from the 1844 area. It's Nauvoo has an interesting history, and it was the largest city in Illinois in 1844, and it was totally Mormons, and due to the mobs, and they killed Joseph Smith, which was their leader, there in 1844, actually in Carthage, which is about 20 miles away, and caused the Mormons to flee, and they wound up in Salt Lake